Your property tax bill arrives like clockwork every single year. You open it, wince at the number, write the check or let escrow handle it, and forget about it. And that part of the system works exactly as designed. What your county will never do, what no tax authority in this country is legally obligated to do, is tell you that you are paying more than you owe. That silence isn't a glitch, it's how the system was built. And if you are over 65, living in the home you've owned 4 years, there is a real chance you are overpaying by thousands of dollars every single year. And unless you check, nobody on earth is ever going to tell you. Every year, in state after state, the rules quietly shift. Income limits move. New exemptions open for seniors who were told no the year before. And the people those changes affect the most, retired homeowners living on fixed incomes, hear about none of it. No press conference, no mailed notice, no letter from the county assessor saying you became eligible 3 years ago and here's the form. Nothing. The information exists, has always existed, and it's published on government websites in plain language. It just never reaches you on its own. Take Harold Whitfield, 72, from Wichita, Kansas. Harold paid off his mortgage in 2019, lived in the same brick house for 26 years, and figured the tax bill was the tax bill. In 2024, at a neighborhood barbecue, a retired teacher mentioned that his own bill had dropped by nearly $1,000 a year after he turned 65. Harold laughed it off as county luck. The teacher said, "It's not luck, it's the senior exemption, and I'll give you the number." Harold called the assessor's office that Monday morning. The woman on the phone asked 3 questions. How old are you? Do you own and occupy the home? What was your income last year? 11 minutes of paperwork on a 1-page form. Harold had been eligible for 7 years, since the day he turned 65, and he had simply never asked. His county allowed him to backclaim 3 years of overpayments. The refund check covered his property taxes for the next 2 years. He sat at his kitchen table staring at that check for 20 minutes before he got up and told his wife, "Here's what I need you to understand about Harold's story." The bill itself was never the problem. The assumption was, Harold's problem wasn't a paperwork error or a mean county clerk. It was the single most expensive assumption in American home ownership, that your property tax bill is what it is, and that somebody, somewhere, would tell you if it should be lower. Nobody told Harold, not his bank, not his title company, not the county he paid for 26 years. The exemption didn't apply itself, so it never applied at all. Here's what your county knows that you don't. In nearly every state, property tax relief for seniors comes in 3 layers, and most homeowners have heard of at most one. Layer 1 is the homestead exemption, a fixed amount or a percentage carved off your home's taxable value before the tax rate is applied. Layer 2 is the senior freeze, a cap that stops your home's assessed value from climbing while you own it. Layer 3 is the deferral, a program that lets you delay paying a portion of your taxes until you sell the home or pass away. Each layer has an age requirement, usually 65, an ownership requirement, and in most states an income limit. And here's the part nobody tells you. Almost none of these programs apply on their own. They require an application, a form, a phone call, a signature. And your county is under no obligation to send that form to you, to remind you it exists, or to tell you the year you became eligible. The responsibility to check sits entirely on you. And the system is perfectly structured to let you forget that. Raymond O'Kiffer, 68, from Columbus, Ohio, did more than most people ever do. He called his county the year he turned 65. He was told he didn't qualify that year. Raymond accepted the answer and didn't think about it again. What he didn't know that income limits are adjusted regularly, and some years they jump significantly. 3 years later, his brother-in-law mentioned a news story about the same program and the new income cap. Raymond checked the numbers on a napkin. He qualified now. He had qualified for 2 years already. His county applied the exemption going forward, but the 2 earlier years were gone, unreachable under the state's look-back rules. Raymond did everything society tells you to do, he asked. He was told no. He accepted the answer. The system rewarded him by never telling him the answer had changed. So here's my question. Have you ever called your county assessor's office and asked what you qualify for? Not looked it up online, actually called. If the answer is no, you're in the majority. Most homeowners have never made that call, and most who did made it exactly once, years ago, and accepted whatever answer they got. If you have never called, or never called back to check whether the answer changed, type the word check in the comments. The number of people who have never checked their own exemption status needs to be visible, because that number is the entire problem. Now let's kill the myth that causes more damage than the rules themselves, because if you believe this, you will never make that call. The myth is this: property tax exemptions for seniors are automatic. You've heard it at the senior center, you've seen it in forwarded emails and on Facebook. Someone turns 65, the county just knows, and the savings appear by magic. Here's the precise truth. A national review of senior property tax relief programs across dozens of states is blunt about it. These exemptions, credits, and freezes almost never apply automatically. They require an application and proof that you meet the requirements. AARP has said the same thing for years. The single biggest reason eligible seniors lose this relief is that they never claim it in the first place. And the reason they never claim it is the exact title of this video. They assume it's automatic, so they never check. The assumption doesn't just cost you money. The assumption is the entire mechanism by which the money is lost. So what does this mean for you, right now? This week, 3 things. First, the amount on your bill matters far less than the exemptions already coded onto it. Pull your most recent property tax statement and find the exemptions line. If it's blank or shows only a standard homestead exemption, you have not claimed senior relief. The line tells the truth. Second, the year you turned 65 is the starting gun, and the refund window is ticking. In Texas, overpayments can be claimed only within 3 years of the payment date, and after that the county keeps the difference forever. In Illinois, Cook County closes its application window in mid-May, and late applications get pushed into a certificate of error process that can drag on 4 months. The pattern repeats everywhere. The longer you wait, the fewer years you can recover, until you reach the end of the line, and you can recover none. Third, income limits are not permanent walls, and you need to stop treating a single no as a permanent no. Illinois sets its senior exemption income ceiling at $75,000, and it has moved before. Georgia allows seniors to claim a $4,000 exemption against county taxes for qualifying incomes. Colorado exempts 50% of the first $200,000 of a qualifying senior's home value. The numbers differ in every state. The principle doesn't. You do not know if you qualify until you ask, and you cannot assume the answer you got 3 years ago is the answer you get today. And before I show you the exact fix, let me prove this is not folklore. State revenue departments document all of it in plain language, on public pages, with public phone numbers. Georgia's Department of Revenue publishes its senior exemption. Cook County publishes the reduction in taxable value and the income ceiling. Texas caps school district taxes for homeowners over 65, so that portion of your bill can never rise again, and qualifying owners may defer what they owe. Colorado details the 50% senior reduction, and Minnesota, Oregon, and California publish senior deferral programs. None of these programs are secrets. They are printed, published, searchable.